And welcome in on a Tuesday evening. We already have a lot of wind out there tonight, and soon enough we'll be adding some snow to the mix. What's showing up in northwest Kansas largely is not reaching the ground, but there's an area just to the south of Goodland where we may be getting into just a few rain showers around Sharon Springs and Highway 40. Now, once you get out of Wallace County, most of this around Scott City over toward the Dighton area probably is not reaching the ground. Out into eastern Colorado, kind of in between Stratton and Lyman, that's where our rain snow line is tonight, and eventually that will be moving into northwest Kansas. We'll show you the last hour as it animates here, and you can see the rain snow line is slow to move, but eventually it will be moving in on northwest Kansas. And this is going to be a full-scale blizzard, so that's why we've got our weather alert continuing through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. After that, we'll be laser focused on the high winds because it appears we're going to have widespread wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour on the way as we continue throughout the day. 2 to 5 inches of snow. That could go as far south as Dodge City. The bullseye looks like it's going to be in north central Kansas around Hays, Plainville, up to Beloit, perhaps the Smith Center and Norton vicinities could easily wind up with 5 inches of snow. Farther south, including Wichita and Hutchinson, an inch, maybe 2, but that's even questionable that we would see that much. Most of this is going to come tomorrow morning. And then there's the wind. Take a look at midnight. We're gusting 50 to 60 in western Kansas. How about daybreak tomorrow? Well, wind gusts are right up around 60 miles an hour for Hays and Dodge City. Hill City gusting to 56. Late morning, most of Kansas, check it out, dealing with high winds. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's difficult to drive in. Forget about trying to keep track of your dumpster tomorrow because it's probably down the street. And then by early evening, we're starting to see the wind go down in western Kansas, and later tomorrow night, after sunset, it looks like statewide the winds will continue to drop off. Single-digit wind chills, that's right. In western Kansas tomorrow morning, going to feel like 25 in Hutch, 29 in Wichita. It's such a drastic change after the 80s that some of you saw today. Now, here's the updated future track. You see the rain-snow mix, the combination in northwest Kansas, but within the next 2 to 3 hours, it's going to be switching to all snow. 2 o'clock in the morning, most of it remains in western Kansas. As we approach 7 o'clock in the morning, the leading edge of the snow is about to the 135 corridor, and we think for several hours we'll continue with some steadier snow showers. It should begin to taper off by late morning across central Kansas, and by mid-afternoon the snow is out of here. But remember, the wind is going to last much longer than any amount of snowfall will, and the wind doesn't go down until tomorrow night. On Thursday, in true Kansas fashion, we're warming right back up, and we're close to 60 degrees to melt away the snow. So as much as you may not be a fan of the weather tomorrow, it's short-lived, and we start a warming trend by Thursday. Over the epicenter tonight, good visibility. We've got the wind, though. We're right up around 30 miles an hour. It's still 71 degrees. And overnight, we've got low 30s across western Kansas, 36 in Hutch. That snow begins to expand throughout the state, and we'll have snow tomorrow morning in western Kansas. It'll be over with heading into the afternoon. 39 Colby, 44 in Scott City, 43 in Dodge. It'll be windy pretty much all day long. Central Kansas, expect wind gusts of 50 to 60 tomorrow. Best chance for snow in the morning, tapering in the afternoon. We'll see 30s for Great Bend and Salina, just 39 in Marion, and Wichita should get to 42 with 40 in Kingman, 41 in El Dorado. Yes, we'll see some flakes of snow. There may be a few raindrops mixed in from time to time, but no real significant accumulation for Wichita. Spring begins Thursday. The wind finally calms down, and no amount of wind on Friday or Sunday will compare to what's coming up tomorrow. That's the good news, but we do need some rain, and sadly, next week's forecast is not going to be very helpful for